I'm very happy to co-sign this motion here today with Charles Ward and my colleagues, and I do so on behalf of the people of Mayo, and I do so on behalf of the people that I have been fighting with for the last 15 years. 15 years we first noticed that the houses started to crumble in Erris, and I see Pat the Cope Gallagher is here. He will know many of those houses that were impacted and by families. And I am just appalled by this counter motion that you have put in today and by the language that's in it, and I'll go through some of it. Nor a compensation scheme. Minister, how the hell do you think you would ever compensate the families who have been impacted by defective concrete blocks? How do you think you would compensate the children who were maybe 3 at the time when it first noticed that their homes were crumbling? Their childhoods have been robbed from them by this government and by Fianna Fáil, and by the cost of the Galway tent, because that's what it comes down to. And I want people listening here today to know that the cost to them, to the taxpayers, to everyone who pays VAT in this country, the cost to them of the Fianna Fáil light regulation and no regulation is 2.2 billion plus. 2.2 billion plus is what they are paying back. That is what they are being asked to pay. I'll go down through some of the rest of it. But the lives that have been destroyed and the lives that have been cut short, the people who are no longer with us, who are caught up in this through no fault of their own. Eligible expenditure, 100% of eligible expenditure. Well, to somebody looking at that who don't know exactly what the carry-on is happening here, and how the government is gaslighting homeowners, may think, sure, that's the problem solved. Eligible expenditure, how can it be 100% when people are €50,000 plus short of what it's costing them to rebuild their homes, never mind to rebuild their lives? Then you go on to say the PRSI relative to DCB and the flexibility sought by DCB homeowners. So really, it's the homeowners' fault that they don't have a 100% wraparound scheme as was provided before. This is a disgraceful counter motion. There are many more things that I can say in relation to this, but Minister, you need to wake up, and I would appeal to all of the TDs who are casting their vote for this motion or against this motion to think long and hard about the suffering that these homeowners have had to endure and that these children and families have had to endure through no fault of their own. It is absolutely disgraceful.
An Seachta Kenny.